The internet has just imploded. The whispers that started as harmless gossip have now detonated into the most shocking celebrity bombshell of the year. Chrissy Lampkin's baby twist. And this isn't just another love and hip-hop storyline. This is the kind of revelation that rattles relationships, destroys legacies, and pushes even the strongest men to their knees. Fans are screaming one thing and one thing only. It's Jim Jones's breaking point. It all started with a cryptic post, a smile from Chrissy, a caption too vague to ignore. Sometimes blessings come when you least expect them. Within seconds, Twitter was on fire. Was this a pregnancy reveal? A secret kept under wraps? The setup to the most scandalous twist Harlem has ever seen. But then came the leaks. Texts allegedly from Chrissy confessing, "I didn't plan for this. Jim doesn't know yet." Fans froze. Jim didn't know. The rapper who stood by her through decades of chaos, proposals, and public meltdowns was being blindsided. And before the internet could even catch its breath, an audio clip surfaced of Jim's voice, raw with anger. "Don't play with me. Chrissy, not like this." What's inside those walls right now is more explosive than any diss track, any reunion fight, any Harlem beef. This isn't reality TV anymore. This is betrayal, heartbreak, and survival, and the cracks in Jim Jones's world are finally shattering in public view. The internet is still reeling from Chrissy Lampkin's cryptic bombshell. But behind the pretty captions and blurry Instagram filters is a storm so violent it's threatening to break one of hip-hop's most infamous love stories forever. What fans thought was just another vague post turned into the spark that ignited Harlem's most dangerous rumor mill. Chrissy had gone live looking serene, a glass of wine swapped for sparkling water, her hands resting carefully in her lap. She let the world know in her own subtle way. Sometimes blessings come when you least expect them. That was it. No details, no names, no explanations. But those 11 words sent fans into an absolute frenzy. Within minutes, TikTok detectives were pulling old screenshots, photos of Chrissy in looser clothing, paparazzi shots where she held a bag strategically in front of her stomach. Reddit threads turned into crime boards, piecing together the evidence. But the shock didn't come from speculation. It came from what happened after. Leaked screenshots hit Twitter like a meteor, allegedly from Chrissy's private messages. To a close friend, the texts were short but devastating. "I didn't plan for this, but I can't hide it forever. Jim doesn't know yet." Those 5 words, "Jim doesn't know yet," spread like wildfire. Fans gasped. Jim Jones, the Harlem capo, the man who had spent over a decade fighting for Chrissy's love, was about to be blindsided. Then came the voice note. A 27-second audio clip, allegedly recorded by someone close to the couple, went viral on TikTok within hours. It was unmistakably Jim's voice, sharp, raw, breaking with anger. "Don't play with me, Chrissy. Not like this. Not after everything we've been through." The internet collapsed under the weight of those words. Twitter threads filled with thousands of comments. "He sounds broken." "This is it, y'all. This is the breaking point." Not Jim crying over another twist. Fans had seen Jim emotional before, but never like this. Never sounding like a man whose entire world had just been pulled from under him. Insiders close to Love and hip-hop production began whispering that cameras were already rolling when the fallout began. According to one assistant, Jim stormed off set, yelling at producers, "You knew before I did. Y'all had this scripted? You think this is funny?" The insider claimed security had to hold Jim back from confronting a producer directly. The footage, of course, has yet to see daylight. But the whispers alone were enough to set fans ablaze. But the betrayal went deeper. Another leak surfaced, this time a group chat screenshot allegedly between Chrissy and 2 of her friends. In it, she wrote, "He'll never be ready. If I wait on Jim, I'll wait forever. This is happening with or without him." Fans froze. Was Chrissy admitting she'd made the decision on her own? Or worse, was she hinting at someone else in the picture? TikTok detectives wasted no time. Theories exploded. Some fans argued that the he in Chrissy's text was Jim himself, proof of her frustration with his never-ending refusal to settle down. Others insisted the opposite, that he was someone else entirely, another man she'd confided in before Jim. The chaos didn't stop there. An anonymous account claiming to be an insider from Harlem posted a blurry video clip supposedly of Chrissy on the phone, crying, "I don't want to lose him, but I don't know how to tell him the truth." The video was shaky, the audio distorted, but fans swore it was Chrissy's voice. What truth was she hiding? Was it simply the pregnancy, or was there something darker? Something tied to the whispers of paternity drama that fans were already speculating about? The reactions from celebrities turned the fire into an inferno. 50 Cent, never one to hold his tongue, posted a meme of Jim looking stressed during an old reunion episode with the caption, "Told y'all this was coming." Cardi B tweeted a cryptic line, "Sometimes the blessing feels like a curse if you ain't ready." Even Remy Ma, who has long been close to both Chrissy and Jim, posted prayer emojis on her Instagram story, fueling speculation that she knew more than the public did. Social media descended into chaos. Fans chose sides. Team Chrissy argued she was finally taking control of her own destiny. It's no longer waiting on Jim's decades-long indecision about marriage and family. Team Jim insisted he had been blindsided, disrespected, and betrayed. The comment sections of both their accounts turned into battlegrounds. Chrissy deserves happiness. Jim deserves better. This is the end of Dipset love. Meanwhile, production insiders kept leaking more tea. Allegedly, Mama Jones herself got involved. Reports claim she stormed into Chrissy's dressing room during filming, pointing a finger in her face and yelling, "You playing games with my son's life? Do you think this baby gonna fix everything? You think you can hide forever?" Witnesses say Chrissy fled the set in tears, refusing to return, while Mama Jones threatened to air out the truth if Chrissy didn't come clean. Fans went wild. Mama Jones had never been one to hold her tongue, and her involvement meant the drama had gone nuclear. If she really believed Chrissy was hiding something bigger than just a pregnancy, fans knew the truth was bound to come out, and it wasn't going to be pretty. The cliffhanger that left everyone gasping came late one night, when an anonymous insider tweeted just 3 words, "The test exists." No context, no explanation, just those words. Fans immediately assumed the worst, a DNA test. If that was true, then this wasn't just a pregnancy twist. This was the potential unraveling of Jim Jones's entire world. The tweet, "The test exists," was the spark that set the internet on fire. Within minutes, fans were tearing apart every possible angle, demanding answers, dissecting old interviews, and flooding comment sections with theories. If there really was a test, it could mean only one thing. Jim Jones wasn't just facing a pregnancy twist. He was staring down the possibility that the child might not even be his. The whispers grew louder when an anonymous Instagram account dropped what it claimed was a screenshot of an email between Chrissy and a private clinic. The subject line read, "Results available for pickup." The sender's name was blurred, but the timestamp matched the week Chrissy had gone silent on social media. Fans zoomed in, analyzed metadata, and argued for hours. Was it real? Was it doctored? But one thing was undeniable. The possibility of a DNA test wasn't just a rumor anymore. It was now a full-blown internet investigation. Then came the audio. A leaked voice recording, posted by a burner Twitter account, sent the scandal into absolute chaos. It was Jim's voice, heated, broken, and desperate. "Tell me straight, Chrissy. Don't make me find out from somebody else. If you loved me, you'd tell me the truth." The internet froze. Jim wasn't rapping. He wasn't performing. It was a man unraveling. Fans flooded Twitter with heartbroken reactions. "Never heard Jim sound like this?" "This is the breaking point. He can't take it. Meanwhile, Chrissy's silence only made things worse. She posted nothing. No denials, no confirmations, no explanations, just silence. And in that silence, fans filled the void with speculation. TikTok timelines exploded with theory videos, some convinced the baby was Jim's, others swearing she had been hiding a relationship with someone else. One video, splicing together clips of Chrissy with Cameron and old footage of Dipset. Events racked up millions of views, with theories spiraled so far that even celebrities jumped in. 50 Cent doubled down, posting, "I told y'all this whole castle built on lies." Cardi B went cryptic again, tweeting, "When the truth comes, it always hurts the loudest one in the room." Fat Joe weighed in on IG Live, saying, "That's family business, but if there's a test, it's gone. Come out." Harlem ain't built for secrets. But the most shocking twist came when a private group chat allegedly between Chrissy and her girlfriends leaked. In it, she wrote, "I didn't want it to go this far. He's not ready. He'll never be ready. But I couldn't hide it anymore." Another message followed. "If he leaves, he leaves. I've been alone in this for years anyway." Fans dissected every word, wondering if Chrissy was confessing to being ready to raise the baby without Jim, or if she was hinting that Jim wasn't the father to begin with. The betrayal only grew messier when Mama Jones returned to the center of the storm. According to an insider, she confronted Jim directly, telling him, "You better get that test. Don't you sit around here and let her make a fool out of you." Reports claimed Jim broke down in tears, smashing a glass against the wall during the confrontation. Neighbors allegedly heard the argument, describing the shouting as like something out of a movie. Fans began posting timelines of Jim and Chrissy's relationship. From the iconic proposal that Chrissy rejected to their countless public spats on Love and Hip Hop. One viral TikTok stitched it all together with a haunting caption, "We should've known it would end like this." But just as the internet thought it had the full story, another recording leaked. This one was longer, allegedly capturing a fight between Jim and Chrissy in their home. Jim's voice shook with anger. "Why you? Let me find out like this. Why you let the streets know before me?" Chrissy's voice, tearful but defiant, fired back, "Because you wouldn't listen. You never listen, Jim." The recording ended with slamming doors and muffled sobs. Twitter exploded. Fans debated whether Chrissy was the villain or the victim. Some argued she was protecting herself from Jim's volatility. Others swore she was guilty of betrayal. The hashtags shifted. Hashtag Team Chrissy versus hashtag Team Jim turned into a digital war zone. The situation escalated when a gossip blog dropped. What it claimed were direct quotes from an insider close to production. The source said, "Jim's unraveling. He's breaking down in ways we've never seen. He's barely sleeping, barely eating, and he keeps demanding answers Chrissy won't give." The cameras caught it all, but legal's trying to block it from airing. The internet ate it up. Fans were desperate to see the footage, desperate to know how bad it had gotten. Meanwhile, another layer of chaos unfolded. Alleged DMs from Chrissy to a mystery man leaked. The messages were blurry, names cropped, but one stood out. "You've been there for me in ways he never has. I don't know what I'd do without you." Fans went ballistic. Was this proof of infidelity? Or just emotional venting taken out of context? TikTok detectives went feral trying to identify the mystery man, with theories ranging from industry insiders to old flames. The betrayal narrative reached such heights that fans started speculating about Dipset itself. Old videos of Cameron, Joel, Santana, and Jim surfaced with captions like, "The cracks were always there." Some fans even suggested the baby twist could be connected to long-buried tensions within the group. The theories were wild, but the internet didn't care. It was chaos, and chaos sells. And then came the jaw-dropping cliffhanger. Late one night, another burner account posted a blurry photo of what appeared to be a folded paper on a countertop. The caption read, "DNA results delivered today." Fans lost their minds. Was it real? Was it staged? Nobody knew. But the possibility was enough to send the internet into meltdown. Twitter timelines filled with one haunting question. If the results are real, what happens to Jim Jones next? The image of that folded paper with the caption "DNA results delivered today" didn't just trend, it cracked the internet in half. Every corner of social media lit up like a 5-alarm fire. Fans were refreshing timelines like addicts, desperate for even a sliver of confirmation. Did Jim Jones finally open the envelope? Did Chrissy Lampkin's blessing reveal the truth? Or did it shatter a relationship to decades in the making? At first, silence. Hours went by with no word from Jim, no cryptic Instagram post from Chrissy. Not even a stray prayer hands emoji from Mama Jones, but insiders whispered that the silence wasn't peace. It was chaos behind closed doors. A production staffer allegedly leaked a voice note of a crew member whispering. He opened it. He broke down, he threw the paper across the room. The world froze. Jim broke down, it wasn't good news. Fans flooded timelines with rage and heartbreak. One viral tweet read, "This ain't even entertainment anymore. This is watching a man's soul collapse in real time." TikTokers created edits of Jim walking away from old love and hip-hop fights, now overlaid with captions like "You should have walked away sooner," and then came the bombshell. A blurry clip, allegedly recorded outside Jim's condo, showed him storming down the hallway, yelling into his phone, "Don't ever call me again. Don't ever say my name again." The clip ended with him slamming a door so hard the camera shook. Fans gasped. Who was on the other end of that call? Chrissy? The alleged mystery man? Or worse, a producer who had known about the results. Before him, social media turned volcanic. #NotHisBaby shot to the top of trending. Instagram lives popped up like wildfires, fans screaming at their screens, dissecting every leak, every soundbite. One fan sobbed on TikTok, "I grew up on Jim and Chrissy. I can't believe it's ending like this." Another went feral, screaming, "Harlem is burning down." But just when fans thought they had seen it all, Mama Jones reappeared like a hurricane. On a leaked phone call that surfaced within hours, her voice thundered, I told you she wasn't the one. Look at my son now. Look at what she did to him." The clip spread like wildfire, cementing Mama Jones as the unfiltered voice of Harlem fury. Fans sided with her, posting, "Mama Jones been right all along." Others accused her of pouring gasoline on her son's heartbreak. Either way, the internet was hooked. Meanwhile, Chrissy made a desperate move of her own. She went live, eyes red, voice shaking. "I didn't plan this. I didn't want this to happen this way. But I can't control the truth. Jim is my heart, and he always will be, but sometimes love isn't enough." Her words sliced through the noise like a knife. Fans weren't buying it. The comments were brutal. "You destroyed him, so it's true then. Stop crying and tell us who." She ended the live abruptly, leaving more questions than answers. And then came the receipts that detonated everything. Screenshots allegedly from the actual DNA results leaked onto Twitter. Names blurred, but clear enough to see the chilling phrase, "Probability of paternity, 0.0%. The internet exploded. Fans screamed into their screens. Timelines drowned. In all caps reactions, "Not his baby." Chrissy lied to all of us. Jim Jones, broken forever. Jim still said nothing, but silence was its own confession. He disappeared from social media completely, wiping posts, turning off comments, ghosting the world. An insider claimed he spent nights wandering Harlem alone, hoodie pulled low, headphones blasting Dipset classics. He shattered. The insider whispered. This was his breaking point. Celebrities fanned the flames even further. 50 Cent couldn't resist posting, "Told y'all, man down." Cardi B posted a heartbreak emoji with no caption, instantly racking up millions of likes. Cameron, long at odds with Jim, poured salt in the wound with a cryptic post, told him watch who he trusts. Now look. Fans accused Cam of gloating, but others swore he knew more than anyone was ready to admit. Even rival reality stars chimed in to hear he tweeted, "Harlem loyalty ain't what it used to be." Erica Mena posted a TikTok lip-syncing to Beyonce's Sorry with the caption, "Imagine being Chrissy." The celebrity reactions only made the firestorm hotter. But the most haunting twist came when a final leak surfaced. A supposed voicemail from Jim to a close friend leaked, his voice broken, raw, stripped of all bravado. "I gave her my life. I gave her everything, and she left me with nothing. I ain't built for this no more." The voicemail spread like wildfire, fans weeping as they listened. One viral comment said it all. "This is Jim's breaking point. It's done." The saga didn't end with reconciliation, with forgiveness, with reality TV-style resolution. It ended with silence, heartbreak, and Harlem forever divided. Fans begged for answers, but the truth was already out. The DNA results spoke louder than any reunion episode ever could. And as the internet replayed the leaks, the fights, the tears, one haunting thought remained. This wasn't just a scandal. This was the end of an era. And that's where it ends. Not with a wedding, not with a happily ever after, but with shattered trust, leaked DNA results, and Jim Jones pushed to the edge of his breaking point. Chrissy's baby twist wasn't just a scandal. It was an earthquake that rattled Harlem, crushed Dipset loyalty, and left fans questioning everything they thought they knew about love, loyalty, and legacy. But don't think for a second that this story is finished. New leaks are dropping by the hour. More voice notes are surfacing, and whispers from insiders say that Jim isn't done talking. The silence won't last forever, and when he finally speaks, it will set the internet on fire all over again. That's why you need to act now. Smash that like button so this story keeps spreading, because the world needs to see the truth. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications, because the very next leak could hit tonight. And trust me, you'll want to be the first to know, not the last. Missing even one update in this saga means you'll be left behind while everyone else is dissecting the next bombshell. Drop your theories in the comments below. Was Chrissy the villain or the victim? Did Jim deserve better, or was this always how their story was going to end? And most importantly, what happens next? This isn't just gossip. This is legacy. This is heartbreak. This is the breaking point, and the next chapter is loading right now. Don't look away.